various brands of motor oil in the market are homogeneous in general. Nowadays, a big revolution of motor oil. BioRay motor oil is the world's first infrared motor oil, proven by China National Infrared and Industrial Electro-Thermal Products Supervision and Test Center. This is product inspection report of BioRay motor oil. BioRay motor oil normal total emissivity is 0.94 and its relative emission spectrum curve is within far infrared wavelength 6 to 16 wavelength.
Far infrared also attain health benefits from its effects.
With superb and outstanding quality, BioRay motor oil uniquely creates membrane, providing remarkable lubricating to save petrol and boost power. Let us put into practice to verify BioRay motor oil really creates lubricating membrane. This car has been using BioRay motor oil. Now the engine is being started. The RPM, mileage, engine temperature and decibel are recorded. The BioRay motor oil in the engine is being drained out completely. No additive is allowed to add into the engine. Now, they enter the car, prepared to start off. The engine is started, the RPM, mileage, temperature and decibel are recorded. This car is driving along the scheduled highway route at not more than 90 km per hour. The mileage, speed, temperature and sound of the engine are being recorded every 10 minutes. The thermometer and the decibel meter are placed near the engine in the car. Now it is driving along SKVE highway for 60 minutes, 42 km. The speed 85 km per hour. Temperature 77.2 Celsius. Doesn't increase, as well as sound decibel. They maintain very stable. Now, it has covered 103 km for 120 minutes. The temperature is 77.2 Celsius. Decibel is 67.3. It proves that the engine is lubricated by the lubricating membrane. The engine is very stable and normal, with no damage to the engine or components at all. According to schedule, now, this car is back to the starting point. Let's see whether the engine is normal, any damage, any increase in temperature and decibel. It is amazing and unbelievable. Without any drop of motor oil and added additive. Yet, this car can drive for 2 hours 15 minutes and cover a distance of 105 km at a speed of not more than 90 km per hour. Let's look at the complete record of the trip without motor oil. Temperature and sound are normal. Temperature 79.1 Celsius. Decibel 59.5 decibel. The temperature decreased 1.4 Celsius. Decibel decreased 2.6. The engine no damage at all. This experiment is true, open and sincere. No gimmicks and it is not the first time. On 23rd July 2016, the same experience was conducted in Singapore. The result was unbelievable and amazing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we did the test 17 years ago as well. That time the car was running at 80 km per hour, engine wasn't damaged and the result was impressive as well. Dear friends, why the engine without motor oil can run at not more than 90 km per hour along the highway for 1 or 2 hours, no damage at all? Do you know why? It is because BioRay motor oil uniquely creates a lubricating membrane, providing excellent lubricating effects to all the metal components, to prevent the friction among all metal components. Therefore, the car which uses BioRay motor oil can run as normal even motor oil is drained out completely. You also can verify by yourself with simple steps. To prove that BioRay motor oil really creates unique lubricating membrane, place 2 bottles of motor oil labeled Mark X and B. B is BioRay motor oil and X is other brand, famous brand. Dip your 2 index fingers into the 2 bottles of motor oil respectively, then rub again with thumbs. You will feel that the fingers marked B are more lubricated. Dry clean both fingers with tissue. you will feel that the finger marked X are not lubricated and the fingers marked B are lubricated. This experiment proves that Biore motor oil which uniquely creates a layer of lubricating membrane. Biore is the best. How to prove Biore motor oil can save you petrol and money? We use this Toyota Camry to do two experiments. First time, use USA famous brand motor oil. We drive the car to Sungai Ramos Shell petrol kiosk and fill a full tank of petrol. The mileage, temperature, decibels are recorded. Time 12:32 PM. The speed is set at 90 km per hour. Now we start to drive at a scheduled highway journey. Now the car has covered half the journey. Mileage is 53 km. Time is 1:17 PM. Speed is 80 km per hour. Now the car is returned to the starting point, Sungai Ramos Shell petrol station. Time is 2 o'clock and 10 minutes. Total 1 hour 38 minutes. Distance is 118 km. Temperature is 95 Celsius. Sound decibel is 76. Fill in full tank again. Petrol consumed 7.51 liters. Now, after 3 days, the same car had changed to Biore motor oil 5W40. Drive to the same petrol kiosk and fill in full tank of petrol as previously. With the same record taken and same team, same speed. At 11 o'clock 46 AM, we start off the same journey, take down the same record of the journey. At 1 o'clock 24 PM, this car drive back to the same petrol kiosk, take records of the temperature, decibel, mileage, time, and fill out full tank of petrol again. Recorded petrol consumed. Comparing with first test petrol consumption and find out 0.55 liters and 7.9% of petrol are safe. This experiment proved that Biore motor oil can save you 8% of petrol bill. If you spend 500 ringgit of petrol per month, you can save about 160 ringgit in 4 months, which is enough for you to buy Biore motor oil. Petrol saving performance depends on car's conditions. Besides, you have many other benefits. Why Biore motor oil can save more petrol than other famous brands? Do you know why? It is because it uniquely creates a lubricating membrane providing excellent lubricating effects to minimize friction and resistance. Hence, less energy, petrol, is needed to drive, so it can really save petrol. Why can the temperature and sound decibel be decreased? Due to the same reasons, the uniquely created lubricating membrane can provide excellent lubricating effects. Less frictions means less heat and noise. Thus, temperature decreased by 6.6 Celsius, sound decreased by 3 decibels. How to prove lubricating membrane produces the best lubricating effects and lowers wear and tear? We can do friction test with this friction test machine. Use 2 iron rods respectively, test with Biore motor oil and a USA famous S brand motor oil on a friction test machine. The result is the iron rod with Biore motor oil, even though with higher pressure, 5 kg, and longer time, 4 minutes and 21 seconds. The wear and tear is lesser. Please observe the wear and tear of the rods and test report. The test results prove that Biore motor oil lubricating effect is the best and wear and tear is the least. Biore motor oil is unique and excellent. High efficiency of cleaning power. Can burn off residual carbon left on the valve and piston. Can remove rust and dirt in the valves and engine components. Keep the engine clean, new, enhance its efficiency and lifespan. Biore motor oil is like goat blood, can eliminate cholesterol, bacteria and toxic. Brings us health and longevity. These 4 photos prove that infrared Biore motor oil possess unique and effective cleansing engine power. The cleansing effect comparison between Biore motor oil and USA famous S motor oil. This car used USA famous S motor oil since 1992. and in change to BioRay motor oil in 11th January 1999. The below 4 photos were the used motor oil drained out from this old Mercedes, then filtered through the filter paper to show the residue rest and its color. Photo 1. This filter paper shown the used USA famous S motor oil were drained out on 8 January 1999 and then filtered. After dry, show the dirt residue and its color. Photo 2. After drain out USA famous S motor oil, it was replaced by BioRay motor oil. After drying for 10,000 km, the BioRay motor oil was drained out on 11 January 2000, then filtered again. After dry, show the dirt residue and its color. Comparing these photos, second photo is darker than first photo because BioRay motor oil has unique cleansing power. It cleansed the carbon residue and dust out from the engine. That is why it was dirtier and darker than photo 1. Photo 3. After driving for about 1 month, BioRay motor oil was drained out on 3rd February 2000, then filtered. After dry, it showed the dirt residue and its color. Comparing 3 photos, the third photo was cleaner and whiter than the second photo and first photo, USA famous S motor oil, because the engine had left less carbon residue and dust after second change of oil. Photo 4. BioRay motor oil was drained out again at 18 January 2001, then filtered. After dry, it showed very white and clean.
Because BioRay motor oil can remove rust and dirt in the valves and engine components.
Comparing the 4 photos, the fourth photo was cleanest and most whiter than all the rest photos. This proved that BioRay motor oil had unique cleansing features, which burn off the residue carbon and remove dust and dirt in the engine. A good motor oil must has the excellent cleansing power. BioRay motor oil is outstanding. Burn off the residue carbon and remove dust and dirt in the engine. Remove and prevent getting rusty. With impressive cleansing effect and increased engine performance. Membrane can prevent gas and cold water leak out from micro space. To boost the confidence of the car owner, BioRay motor oil has insured the world except the United States for 1 million ringgit Malaysia product insurance. In case the engine was damaged due to using BioRay motor oil, QBE Insurance Company is liable to compensate up to 1 million ringgit Malaysia. Dear respectful business partners, all of you are smart businessmen. Do you want to distribute homogeneous product? Or deal in an innovative and unique product which can bring you good profit in the long term? Opportunity seldom knocks twice. Grab this opportunity with no hesitation.